And the first time this has ever happened for the Xfinity Series.
Well, it's a 62-lap event on a brand new racetrack. The first and second stage, both 20 laps. The final stage, 22 laps. Pit road speed, 35 miles an hour. Fuel window, I'm going to put some question marks next to 28 to 30. We really don't know. I talked to teams. They're not sure yet. They didn't get enough in practice. So we're going to see today who decides to stretch fuel, who comes for tires. A lot of question marks heading into the race. Oh, more issues for the 36.
Yeah, the 36 of Preston Pardis around, but back out onto the track. No caution. 4 laps to go in stage 1. This is how Preston Pardis got off track.
He's trying to carry too much speed. Just never could get it slowed down.
The best for your team, but what's your goal? We see the 78 of Vinnie Miller seems to have a right front flat. Now this should bring everyone to pit road. That tire ends up on the racetrack. It could be debris. If I'm one of the leaders, I'm calling my car to pit road right here if I have the opportunity.
Yeah, it looks like he's early in his lap as well. So he's got a long ways to go to be able to make it back around.
Yeah,
oh, there it is.
Yep. You're right, Steve. Spotters need to be seeing that. Pit. Tell them to pit right now.
Knowing that a caution will be coming out potentially for that debris that's on the racetrack.
Yeah, the 22 stayed on the racetrack. Surprisingly, the 18 was on pit road.
And now the caution comes out. Coming up on the end of the stage, and I know that you guys have been questioning, would they open pit road prior to the end of this stage?
In the past, they have kept pit road closed until the end of the stage so everybody has the same opportunity. We'll see if they open it here. I think we're hearing they're going to keep it closed as well. That's a great decision by NASCAR. Basically, don't force the teams to decide whether you have to pit or not. Just end the stage, award their points, and then continue to race from here.
So that means Austin Cindric will get his 4th stage win of 2020. He only had 3 stage wins in his career. Oh, big fire out of Brandon Jones. The 19 off into the grass. Flames were rolling out from underneath that car.
A lot of oil. See on the racetrack, right behind him in that track. A lot of oil on the racetrack.
On board of the Nutrient Ag Solutions
9 to
car.
go, correct? 9 to
See
go.
fluid
Yeah,
all over the camera here.
He's got big problems with. You saw the 20 behind him. He was also very loose following the 19.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, so all that discoloring on the tail was from the fire. You see it wrap up around. That's how the air works out from underneath the back of these cars.
Steve, though, good strategy here, staying out and getting stage points.
Great strategy for the 39. Gains some stage points. If he can stay in second, even third, that's 8 or 9 points. Going to help him try to make the playoffs. As you see the 7 of Allgaier dive to the inside. At this point, the 39 is almost better to let him go. Don't get wrecked. Right behind this strategy.
Yeah, right behind these guys. Brandon Brown holding on to 7th place. He stayed out as well to try to get some stage points. He is right on top of that bubble for the playoffs.
I didn't think he could hold into the top 10, but he's proven me wrong. Even with the tail knocked off this 68 car right here, Brandon Brown doing a nice job.
And Steve, is that a required part for these guys? Will they have to come and put that back on?
That is a required part at all the high-speed ovals. We'll see what NASCAR rules here at the road course, whether they'll allow him to continue like they would at a short track, or whether they'll require him to put it back on.
So coming up, the green and white checkered flag goes to Chase Briscoe. 3rd stage win for him of 2020. They've won 6 of the last 7 races.
Big lockup on the 22 getting into turn 12. You hate to see that. And
The right front pretty hard there to fill it out. Slow car right here.
not sure if that did much damage to the tire or not. It certainly affected the handling of the car. Anytime you flat spot one of those tires.
That was it was a long time he drug it. I don't know about these tires, Steve.
We're hearing a lot of chatter from the leaders that they may end up coming to pit road. The 16 of Allmendinger, the 22 of Cindric. So the toughest position to be in is the 98. Because I think if he stays out, then the 16 and the 22 may pit to think that's the only chance to beat him. If the 98 pits, though, would one of the 16 or the 22? So let's see right here.
Yeah,
they're going to have to turn right. Look at this. Everybody up front. Someone's going to have to stay on the racetrack, I imagine, farther back in the field.
Okay, no. Gregson came too, and he had 5-lap pressure tires on. Should he have stayed out?
Well, at this point, not enough stayed out to matter. Since the entire field pitted, fresh tires are going to be the call. Now, what pit crew can perform when it matters most.
A.J. Allmendinger and Chris Rice, reminder, they are here just to win the race, so they want to stay on offense. They're going with 4 fresh Goodyear tires. And how about Greg Zipadelli in his last race off the bench, filling in for the suspended crew chief on this 98 car. They come down pit road, going to take 4 tires here. Chase Briscoe said, I think it is much better on the longer run. I don't know what we're going to have for the short run. Tighten me up, I guess. Put 4 tires on it. We'll see what happens. But the 98 is going to hold serve here on pit road with the Dinger coming out second.
Look at this.
Oh, big move.
To the inside. Does he make the move? Does he put the bumper to him? No. Briscoe still has the lead.
Oh, Briscoe missed the entry there.
And here comes Allmendinger.
Allmendinger not able to capitalize going into turn 11.
And all that's let Cindric close the gap.
Drive into this one.
So much pressure on Chase Briscoe, trying to be perfect.
Now just get on line. It's not a passing zone here. Just get yourself lined up.
Oh, Briscoe misses the corner.
He missed it. That's the part where you didn't need to miss it because it's just not a passing zone.
Just shows you how hard they are pushing right to the limit now. Can Cindric put the pressure on AJ?
Look, 22, a lot of damage still right in front.
And he's working that car back and forth, trying to see if he's got all 4 tires up. Oh, the 16 off the track.
He's going to take second away. A.J. Allmendinger falls back to third. Now Justin Haley takes that spot away, and it could be one of the biggest. He calls this his home track. The Indiana boy has suffered through highs and lows this season.
Bring it home here.
Bring it home. The words coming through the radio for Chase Briscoe. The first ever running of the Xfinity Series on the road course at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and the Indiana boy is going to win it. The celebration that he is getting so good at underway here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Chase Briscoe, his 5th win already in 2020. Only one driver has ever done better in this few of races. That's Sam Ard back in 1984, who had 6 wins through 13 races. But Chase Briscoe really dominating right now in the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
And that kind of drive, you saw those pit crew guys on pit road. Steve, you know this. That when you get up on the wheel and you make something happen like that, that makes you the king, man. Makes those guys right there absolutely love you.
Yeah, at a time when
Very poignant moment right there.
in a time when everybody's expected to work so hard. Here we go. I told you.
Yeah, like his
He
hero.
loved Tony Stewart's win. Now he's won with Tony's crew chief, Greg Zipadelli, and they're going to climb the fence.
Oh, be careful.
Up the fence they go.
He told us if he won, he was climbing that fence. Was not going to keep him off of it.
You just don't see drives like that too often. That was incredible. I thought as soon as AJ and Cindric got in front of him, I thought it was down to those two guys. We thought about that all week long.
Sunday on FS1, the NASCAR season heats up.
Crashed into the wall.
Wow, that was wild.
As the Cup Series continues, live from Kentucky Speedway. The Quaker State 400, Sunday at 2:30 Eastern on FS1.
For more great NASCAR on Fox content, subscribe to our channel. It's somewhere right around here.